taking you, and what you need to do when He's preparing you, when He's talking to you, and you're moving closer, and you don't even know it. You're from here, you go all the way over there, and you don't even know it. Amen. But if you speed up this process, you're going to miss it.
That's right.
And that's the part to me that stood out the most was don't speed it up, but don't delay it either. Okay. Because if you delay it, He's like, well, interesting. Well, okay, I get it. You're doing this, but I need this right now. So let me move on to so-and-so. Because this person already is at the point where I need them to do something.
That's good.
But, you know, don't delay it, but don't go fast either.
That's right.
And as going, you know, to the cross, which I believe is the hardest fast I've ever been in. It's the worst. It's not the worst fast, but let me tell you, it's a different kind of fast. And to take away the things that I have hold dear to me, which is prayer and praise and worship and just spending time in here and having Him talk to me through this, that was taken away for 3 days. And that's it. And that was just a tiny glimpse of it, but it was taken away to where it was the third day. And I didn't want it anymore because it wasn't coming from Him anymore. You know what I mean? It was me trying to make it happen versus it trying to make me happen.
That's right. Amen.
You know what I mean? So that's where the whole process is. And He's like, just be okay. Just know that you're okay regardless of where you think you're at or not. Don't worry about that part. Just trust me to trust the process of that growth.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's hard.
It's very hard. I'm telling you.
But once you do it, isn't it a joy in it?
Yes, it is.
An unspeakable joy that you can't even.
Right, and I think that's where He allowed me to feel that joy through the worship, because those are not our normal. So this is totally different. Totally, I was like, wait, what? And all these things, like, wait, what? He's like opening my eyes, and He's like, you just needed to trust what was happening, and that's it. And you know, again, everybody is going to go through their own process, their own experience, but that's the beauty of it, because now we can share. And it's funny. It's funny because, you know, I was talking to.
Go ahead, you got it.
Oh no, I was going to say, because I usually, if it's after 2 o'clock, he's my brother, but if it's before 2 o'clock on a Sunday, he's my pastor. Making sure that it was the right time, but. You know, one of the things, and then also Corey was, you know, talking to me about is sharing your experiences because it can help somebody else, but also just, it's okay to just be yourself in this experience too, and that's, I was holding it in because I wanted it to be mine, and it's my experience, my relationship, but that's one of the things that he spoke to me about this morning too, was yes, it's my experience with me and you, but somebody else might need it to just help them along, to help them be comfortable and move them along to where they need to go. So if you're quiet, you know what I mean? And everything was like mine, mine, mine. It was in, you know, and I'm thinking, why is it mine, mine? And even to this day, I was like, it's my mom, my dad, my kids. You know, I was counting it down. It's like, that's what you say is mine, mine, mine. You know? And so I was like, that's not it, because this invitation is open to everybody.
Amen.
So you can't be mine, mine, mine.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But I had this whole thing going on, and I didn't do it. But, you know, he also spoke to me, and during this process, he spoke to me about the cross and the blood, but also in Spanish, which is la sangre y la cruz. And it says, en estos primeros 8 capítulos de Romanos, nos se presenta dos aspectos de la salvación, perdón y pecados, y liberación de pecado. So in other words, the cross and the blood is the sin and a sinner. So it's going to deal with both of those things.
Amen. That's right.
Right? but also what the cross does, that it sets people free,
That's right.
which is this, setting you free from these things, right? And that's where you see it in Romans 3:25 and in Romans 5:9. And then it says, en la segunda parte, en versículo 6 de capítulo 6, which is Romans 6:6. Let's see.
Crucified with him.
Huh?
Crucified with him.
Which is Romans 6:6, knowing this, that our old man was crucified with him, that the body of sin might be done away with, that we should no longer be slaves to sin. We're right here, right?
Amen.
And I think that's super important too, that we know that once this is done, it's done. We can't like be dead and then come back.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And then carry everything that we got buried with.
That's
You
right.
know what I mean? So that's, really, really important to know. And just the importance of the blood, I think, is where he has me at, and what he wanted me to share today. And again, I had it all planned out, but I think he decided to do his own thing. So.
Amen.
Anyway,
Amen.
that's it.
Amen.
Yeah.